My name is Marco Boxing. So before I got into this, I was a fighter briefly, and as an amateur, I moved up and lived in Kevin Rooney's house in '92 in the whole stable. I was taught the style that Cuss taught you, so I know that style very well. So my question to you is, over your years after departing and going your own way, how much of that style did you implement in your fighters? Cuss is peekaboo.
I evolved. Hope we all do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're like the Edson. And Edson's not around no more.
Right.
Edson.
Right.
Edson. Neither one of them are around.
Right.
And so I evolved to be completely, frank with you with that. I kept what made sense to me with my experiences from Cuss, which was the nuts and bolts of good fundamental habits and laws, rules.
Right.
We should all have rules in anything. And I adapted my own thoughts into it, where I don't know what you call it, a hybrid of sorts, but I adhered to his solid beliefs and laws of the game, fundamentally moving after your punch, controlling range. When you make a guy miss, you're in position to make him pay. All of that. Don't waste movements. And I added my own to it. And I was but I was definitely more cognizant on adapting the style to the physical equipment of the fighter. If I had a tall guy that was 6'8", I wasn't teaching him the pickle.
Right.
Not to that degree.
Yeah.
So I think I evolved, and I think that I kept what made sense and added what I thought made sense.
Right. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
And Teddy, this is Johnny Boy of Fight Hype. You're an absolute legend. I've been watching you for so many years. Shakur Teofimo with the explosiveness, the athleticism. Shakur with the defense. How do you see this fight playing out?
You know what? First of all, I think that it's a very interesting fight. And what makes it interesting for me is that this might be the first time that that Shakur's facing someone who can match him athletically, can match him with his pure ability, quickness, speed, and surpass him with power. But match him with quick feet, quick hands, all of that from an athletic standpoint. Teofimo really might be the first guy to do that. And how it all plays out to me, which is anyone's guess, is I've always felt that Teo was hot and cold. That sometimes you get the best Teo and wow, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And then other times he's off.
Yeah.
Styles influence fights, I get it. But for me, where I come from, most of that inconsistency can usually be attributed to the mental state. Where are you mentally? And to me, that's the question I want to know tonight for tomorrow. Where is Teo mentally? And if he's right mentally, I think he can win the fight. And it'll be very interesting. Shakur is tremendous.
Yeah.
He looked great in his last fight. Made people happy. Mixed offense with defense. Made people, in their minds, most people were like, that's the Shakur we wanted. That's what we want. To put all the talent together in that way, in a fighter's way.
Absolutely.
And I get it. And I liked it too. But if Teo is right, I tell you, nobody's going to say this. And it don't make me right, we'll find out. Maybe I'm way wrong.
Yeah.
But if he's right, he might be able to outbox Shakur. And nobody's thinking that because they're thinking he's got to go get him.
Yes.
But he's got the ability to outbox him. He's got the ability to turn the tables.
Yeah.
He's got the ability to make it an Eddie Murphy movie with trading places.
That's right.
Where all of a sudden he's got Shakur coming out of his comfort zone and having to maybe come forward a little bit, where it allows Teo, like I said, to flip the script and counterpunch to counterpunch.
Absolutely.
So That's
But Teddy, Shakur is a 3.5 to 1 favorite to win the fight. If you're training Tio, what's the game plan to beat Shakur?
the jab. It starts with the jab.
Starts with
you
the jab.
can't allow Shakur to control the center of the ring, with his jab, and even with his great ability to control range.
Okay.
You got to try to stabilize him, and the jab is the best stabilizer in boxing. And when I say jab, I don't mean it has to be to the head. It could be to the chest. Maybe it should be to the chest, just to stabilize, just to keep him from making it too easy to do what he wants.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, pick spots for the body. Pick spots for the body and feints.
Feints.
I mean, the art of feigning is almost lost.
Yeah.
You got to feint. You're fighting a counterpuncher like this, you got to make him make premature moves.
Yes.
And the only way to do that is by using a feint.
Absolutely. Teddy, the great Teddy Atlas, thank you so much. Teddy.